It's like going into another country. Another one over here.
Yeah.
There's another one up there.
They're everywhere. Every
Wow.
time we have.
Hasidic Jews are so mysterious. So tell me about the dating. You said you can get into the dating.
So the Jewish security service would be here.
I was rebellious.
I was rebellious too. We're trying not to convert anyone.
Tell me about this. $5,500.
The Holocaust happened 75, 80 years ago. We're still dealing with a lot of its effects.
We embrace everybody. Everybody has a divine mission in life.
We're gonna break it today a little
We're
bit.
definitely gonna break it.
All right, today is gonna be a very interesting video. So this guy reached out to me and he said, I wanna show you my world. And he's a Hasidic Jew. What do you know about Hasidic Jews? If you're like me, probably not much. Probably next to nothing. So today, we're gonna meet up with Shlomo here in Brooklyn, New York, and dive into his world. Shlomo. Good to see you, man. Thanks for meeting up.
Anytime. Have you ever been scuba diving? When you go under the water,
Yeah.
you find yourself in a completely different ecosystem.
Yep.
That's what you're doing today. You're gonna see things that you would not believe, things you've never seen in your life, and it's a very interesting place we're in right now.
Most of us know of Orthodox Judaism or Hasidic Jews through, I mean, I think most people have seen that not most people, but a lot of people have seen that Netflix special,
Yeah.
right? Unorthodox.
Okay.
So that's my view about your people, I would say.
Okay,
And
so-
I haven't done a deep dive. I'm not a scholar.
Apparently it didn't portray the community very nicely, but that's why you're here to see for yourself what's going on. And I want to show you something. This community
Yeah.
here in Borough Park, we have about, I'd say this, the last census,
Yeah.
there were about 107,000 people living here.
Okay.
Literally the most Jewish place in the world outside of Israel. People here are skeptical of the media because
Okay.
they're often portrayed in a negative light, unfairly.
Yes.
And that's why people might be reluctant to talk to you. I'm going to have some people who are going to talk to you.
Okay.
But especially, like, the women won't talk to you. Have
Okay.
you seen the huts yet?
No, I haven't seen anything.
Look, do you see all these huts?
These are huts for the holiday, right?
Yeah.
Sukkot? What's it called?
Sukkot.
Sukkot.
Yeah.
So this is like a 10-day holiday, right?
9.
9 days. And it simplifies, I did a little research.
Okay.
For that time period when the Jews left Egypt
Right,
and
God
they were in the
protected us.
desert and they had to protect themselves.
So God protected us with these magical clouds, and additionally it also symbolizes the huts that the Jews lived in the desert for 40 years.
Right.
So once a year we basically move into the huts now.
Oh
They're-
yeah,
they're
there's another
relatively
one over
small.
here.
Yeah,
There's
so
another one up there.
they're everywhere. Every
Wow.
family has one. Every family has one.
This is freaking cool.
Every synagogue has
Hello.
one. This one's, look, this was a real big one. There's gonna be probably, I don't know, a bunch of people sitting in there. Some of them are learning Torah, some of them might be eating. But we eat in the hut, we're supposed to sleep in the hut. It gets cold, it rains, so if it's like really cold or really rainy, no one's gonna be in the hut. But as
So-
a general rule, we try to do everything in there for 9 days.
Guys, I just want to remind you, we are in New York City right now.
Yeah.
This is New York, but it
I
feels
told
like
you,
I'm in a
you're
different
gonna-
world.
You are in a different world. You can stick your head
Can
in
I
there.
put my camera in? Let's see. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
So this is 13th Avenue we're
Okay.
about to get to.
Yep.
This is like the 5th Avenue of the Jewish community. So all our stores are here.
Okay.
There are so many minute details if you'll pick up on. I'll show you some stuff. Look at this. These are the magazines. We have our own media. So
Zman.
this is my magazine. I did some work
So
with them
do you
as well.
speak Yiddish?
Yeah, sure.
Do most people here speak Yiddish?
Everyone here speaks it.
Everyone.
Yeah.
So Hebrew, no. Not so
No,
much.
not so much.
The rabbi goes and inspects?
Yeah, every one of these places
Every day?
has- not every day, but the rabbi will drop in at any given time
Okay.
to make sure everything's kosher. All the meat has to be slaughtered a certain way. The cows are milked and supervised by Orthodox Jewish people, so we have our own milk, our own bread.
Uh-huh.
There's absolutely no ham or pork or shellfish to be found anywhere in this neighborhood. This is, by the way, this is called Eichler's. It's
All right, I'll do a little jump in here.
okay. One second. Every Jewish home, every Jewish shop, every Jewish office has a mezuzah on its door. These are the kippas we wear.
Yep.
So you got a lot of different styles.
Tell me about this.
This is called a shtreimel.
What's this simplify?
It's a hat that Hasidic Jews wear on the Sabbath and on holidays. They're very expensive.
I read up to $1,000.
This one's $5,500.
That's $5,500.
I didn't pay for it. The money someone gave me as a gift.
And tell me about the curls here. What does that mean?
That's this is called payas. There's a commandment in the Torah that says that we're supposed to leave over the corner of our fields for poor people.
Okay.
So that like when let's say you have a wheat field,
Yep.
you would leave over. You take most of the field for yourself. You harvest it, whatever. You leave over the corner so the poor man can come and cut for himself and have what to eat. Our head is sort of like the field, so you leave over the corners, 2 corners of where your hair starts. And these are called payas, and basically that's what it symbolizes. According to the Jewish law, you have to be able to grab onto it. So it could be really short. Even yours.
What if you're like me and you can't grow hair?
Well, it's over here. You have hair over on this side, not on top.
It's questionable.
The community is in a way like off the grid, very self-sufficient. So if anybody here has a medical emergency, they call the special number. Within 120 seconds, there will be a couple of volunteers there, and they've saved thousands and thousands of lives this way because they don't wait for the city people to come.
What about police here?
So the police operate here fully and functionally, but we have our own community security service, meaning that there's often... I got it on.
Hi, Slimy.
Hi, Naomi. How you doing? It's my first cousin.
Oh, no way.
You didn't cuddle on the baby, my love.
Yeah, so the cops operate here normally, but we
NYPD.
Yeah, but we have our own security, meaning that, let's say, there's a lot of anti-Semitic incidents, unfortunately. And I think the cops do their best to stop them, to investigate them, whatever. But at the end of the day, if something happens to your family, you're gonna make sure it gets taken care of.
Gotcha.
If somebody were to, I don't know, break a window of a Jewish store, the Jewish security service would be here in less than a minute. Okay. And they'd be chasing the perp. Now they're not armed or anything, but they make a lot of citizen arrests, and they help the police. This is a toy store.
Why do you think Hasidic Jews are so mysterious? Let's say it's hard for you to understand it because you are one.
I do understand it.
You do understand.
I do understand it. People here are skeptical of the way we're treated often.
Right.
The media doesn't like us very much, so we get a lot of bad press, which is why when outsiders come in, people will clam up. They don't want to talk to anybody. You have to understand, every single person living in this neighborhood, pretty much everybody, are descendants of Holocaust survivors.
Got you.
Even though the Holocaust happened 75, 80 years ago, we're still dealing with a lot of its effects now. There are people who were severely abused and tortured then, and they became damaged people, and then so they went on to have messed up families.
Okay.
The after effects are still being dealt with, and you have to understand, for thousands of years the Jewish people have been persecuted.
Sure.
In Spain, in Germany, in England,
Poland, Ukraine,
everywhere,
Russia.
everywhere. So when that happens to you, you develop this sort of callous. Where like, I'm gonna be really careful with who I associate with and who I get too close to. The people you were closest to could turn you into the Nazis and have your family murdered.
So it's a very human response, is just to tribe together here, right?
Yeah.
Like come to New York and tribe together in your neighborhood.
You know the song "Staying Alive"?
Yeah.
It's just staying alive.
Staying alive. Okay.
Okay. You don't want no one has anything against anybody. It's not that we're trying to avoid having contact. But we just want to be really careful with who we get too close to because we've been burned in the past.
Unlike Christianity and Islam, Jews don't try to convert people.
Correct.
But do Orthodox Jews try to convert other Jews over to, or Hasidic Jews try to convert, say, normal Jews over to Hasidic?
So I don't know what normal means.
Yeah, me neither.
Normal is very relative.
Okay. Let's say moderate, like moderately practicing.
Sure.
They do Hanukkah and whatnot, but they're not taking it to your level.
Right. So we have this concept that we don't proselytize. We'll never try to bring in people who are not Jewish to become Jewish.
Yeah.
However, Judaism is actually not a religion, it's a family. We're all ethnically related.
So is that why there are no homeless people? Because you're one big family?
So
or are there homeless people? I've just seen the street.
I don't know of any homeless people.
Okay.
And one thing you will see here is that this community is completely built on kindness, meaning that any problem, you give me a problem that you could run into in life, we have a community solution to take care of it. Shoot.
Drug addiction.
Many community organizations for drug addiction, even though this is one of the lowest, this has one of the lowest percentages of drug use anywhere in the United States.
Okay, what about these? Okay, kids are kids, right? And they like to rebel.
Sure.
I was rebellious.
I was rebellious too.
Okay, how's that work here? Drinking alcohol underage, you know, taking off at night when you're not supposed to, that sort of stuff.
So kids will be kids, kids do whatever they need to do. Every family really deals with things differently. There are families, and this is probably what you saw on Netflix, there are families that are, I'd say, probably very dysfunctional.
Yep.
And if a kid rebels, then the kid might get punished in severe ways or...
So what I saw on Netflix in Unorthodox,
Sure.
how accurate, I mean, it just depends on the family, right? That could be, that's obviously modeled off
Again,
the family.
I didn't
you didn't
watch
see it, you
the
didn't see
film,
it.
but I know enough about this girl grew up in a very dysfunctional, she didn't have parents. She grew up in her grandparents' home. Additionally, and this is no disrespect to the woman who wrote the book or is featured in the film, but there have been many accounts from her book that have been proven to be false. Unfortunately, there aren't really any people who come in here with an open mind, and like you're here and you're saying, I want to see what it's all about.
Yeah.
So I respect that.
Thank you.
They came here with an agenda,
Yep.
and people don't like it.
Yep. Well, the thing about, you work in media, you said, right?
Yeah.
You understand how this works. You can shoot, you can make any story you want to make.
Yeah.
In this building, maybe someone's getting abused right now and someone's making love. You know what I mean? At the same time.
Sure.
There are many narratives constantly occurring at the same time. It's unbelievable these days, is people get stuck on one narrative, and that's the truth. No, actually it's not. There are many stories that make up the truth. Okay, Shlomi, where are we going?
We're gonna go to visit my uncle, actually. People won't talk to you because they're skeptical, as I said, and there definitely is this idea that people stick to themselves here because of the reasons I told you earlier. So if you walk up to people on the street, most of them will probably a lot of them will cover their face and walk away, or...
Right. So the outside world interprets that as being rude.
Yeah. And I mean, I understand why it's interpreted that way. I don't feel that way. I feel it's just that they're sort of afraid.
But especially American culture is very open. It's very, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
You know, it's very polite in that sense.
Yeah, so this, I guess you could say, is at a clash with that.
Right.
But once it's like a hard shell. Once you break it, they're really nice people.
Okay, so we're gonna break it today a little bit.
We're definitely gonna break it today.
Cool.
This is Borough Park, where it's not dominated by any specific Hasidic sect.
So there are different sects of Hasidic Jews.
Sure.
This is so cool. Super. Interesting ride so far, guys. It's like going into another country. It's like going into another country. I'm serious.
Another universe.
Another universe. Okay, so the sexes, please unpack that for us.
Yeah, so basically everything here is based around community, religion, and family. And one thing the Jewish religion is very serious about is understanding human nature.
I love your articles.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Well, basically it's very simple, to be very blunt. There are people of nature's hormones, things, and we don't want anything getting in the way of the things that we keep most dear to our hearts. So there's no mingling between the sexes. Marriage is a very everyone here is married or trying to get married.
Right.
So there is a dating scene and whatever, we could discuss that, but for married men and women to be socializing, our view is that it can lead to problems, and in general society it does.
Like if people don't have discipline and control and they practice infidelity?
All sorts of stuff can happen, and that's very rare in our community and really frowned upon. And
so tell me about the dating. You said you can get into the dating.
So I mean, a lot of people in this area, they will date for literally they can meet someone, and like I know people who have met their bride for 15 minutes. They got engaged, and then next time they saw each other was at the wedding. Now, I didn't do that. Some people do.
How long for you?
I met my wife. It was about a 2-week process.
Wow.
We dated 7 times, and then I proposed.
So when dating, how do you date?
So,
What do you do?
like the guy will rent the car, they'll go take the girl out to a restaurant or to a lounge, they'll have some drinks, usually non-alcoholic.
Yep.
They'll drink a Coke, whatever, just talk. Like, it's very serious. Like, the first date will be like they get to know each other a little bit, and
Right.
the next one will be like talking about like, what do you want to do with your life? Where do you want to live?
Okay.
And, some people will talk about how many kids they want to have. It's like, it's dating for marriage, 100%. This is my uncle.
Okay.
Hi, Ashley.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. Peter.
Social distancing.
Social distancing. There we go.
So this is, see the name there?
Yeah.
That's his grandfather started this place.
So we sell here kosher pizza
Okay.
and delectable, delicious kosher foods.
Cool.
Italian style kosher foods.
Italian style kosher food.
And we have been here since 1969. It's pretty much when this neighborhood turned Hasidic. This Borough Park neighborhood turned Hasidic.
So all of this is Hasidic, as far as the eye can see.
Yes, correct. And going that way as well.
What are the rent prices like?
Pretty much the same like Brooklyn, New York.
So they're
rent
high.
Prices, yeah.
What if a non-Hasidic like me wanted to move into the hood?
Okay.
How would that go?
Go fine. Respect
is it
us,
cool?
we respect you.
All right.
There's something about this community. Everyone's like family. Even the people who work here, like he's Mexican. He's obviously not part of the community,
Yeah.
but in a way he is part of the
And
community.
he's Christian.
I have no idea.
Probably.
It doesn't matter to me.
Correct.
We're
All right.
like
And the beauty of you guys is you're not trying to convert everyone.
no, we're trying not to convert anyone. Like
You're not
you do
trying-
your thing, I'll do mine.
You're not trying to grow as a religion.
We grow as a religion by having kids.
There you go. There you go. When everyone in the Western world isn't having kids, you're having kids.
Yeah, the
And that's how
average
you grow.
family in Borough Park has 6.7 children. I know families with 10 to 15.
So this is the Sukkah tent, the
Sukkah
religious
tent,
Sukkah
yeah.
tent that we embrace the 7 days of festivity. And part of it, we incorporate the world into it. So we feed pizza in the Sukkah.
Right, like
You know, but
pizza's not a
amazing
Hasidic
good.
Jew food.
Exactly.
It is now.
Part of the...
Can we take a look in here?
Sure, go ahead.
Remember we went to the bookstore, I showed you that, so every Jewish home, business, or office has one of these.
And what is it? What is it?
Sort of like a
simplify?
spiritual security system.
Okay.
Quarantine, social distancing,
Yeah.
indoor, outdoor.
Quite a bit of distance. This
Yeah.
is like a gymnasium.
You ask any child, anyone who's ever been to Borough Park, Mendelssohn's is like a landmark in this community.
Oh, nice. Mashed potatoes, ziti, lasagna,
Mac and cheese.
the full deal.
Really good.
Hello. Okay, so about non-Jews coming over here. So say like a bunch of non-Jews come to this neighborhood, come to your pizza shop. What's your take on that?
Everybody has a mission in life. Rich, poor, handicapped, everybody has a divine mission in life. This brings out happiness, this brings out content, this brings out embracing other people,
Yeah.
Jews and non-Jews alike.
Yeah.
So the beauty of this concept is we embrace everybody, religious, non-religious, non-Jewish,
So are
any
you-
denomination possible.
Hasidic Judaism is all about happiness. It's being happy no matter what happens.
Happy and content.
Yeah.
So are you realizing yourself with this business, like you're bringing out your potential and what you love?
Exactly. This is, we're taking pizza and making it kosher. We're taking pizza, making every child being able to enjoy that pizza.
Basically, an Orthodox Jew makes a blessing before he eats or drinks anything. He or she, obviously. So this is pizza. It's based on flour. So there's a special blessing we make on something that's based on flour. I'm going to say the blessing. It's a good slice. The blessing was, blessed are you, God, master of the world, who created things that are made of wheat. Now there's
So you have a blessing for specific ingredients.
yeah. So now any liquid aside from wine
Right.
is wine has its own blessing. Any other liquid has its own has a blessing as well.
So you take
The
the
water.
the main ingredient.
Yeah,
You
usually
don't
the main-
bless cheese or mushrooms or anything.
because that's just there as a on the side.
Very nice.
I'm not sure if it's the dough or the sauce or whatever, but it's much sweeter than most people.
It is. Yeah.
That's not a kosher thing. That's his family recipe.
It's good. Very good. So where are we off to next?
Now we're going to go to Williamsburg, where there's a community dominated by the Satmar sect,
Uh-huh.
and they're should I say, way more orthodox than the people of Borough Park, if that's even imaginable to you. And then we're gonna go to Crown Heights. And they're also very orthodox, but they're much more open. You're gonna find the friendliest people there.
Okay, are we gonna dive deep into something?
We definitely are.
Peace, brother. Peace, brother. Peace, brother. So no problems between the different groups here? What do you think the world has to learn from Hasidic Jews? Your son's telling you to throw away your smartphone.
Yes.
Speaking to God, not with smartphones.
We don't have internet.
There's no internet in the house. There's our guy.
Pandemic is like very dangerous.
Did you have it yet? Did they all have COVID already?
They all had COVID? They hit you with those things. You spend all day on here.
He's literally sleeping in there.
Sometimes I can see the boat. Then he sees, that's the 9/11 plane.
Right.
You do everything that you have on a daily basis, it loses the value.